Hiya guys, supposed to be Popman here. I'm doing a movie review of the film Kick-Ass 2. Now, I know I've got in October 2020, I got a Blu-ray review of Kick-Ass 1 and 2. That weren't a proper review of the film though. I'm going to do the first one at some point as well, but that's for another time. I've just watched the second film for the first time since October 2022. It's been over a year since I last watched it. And I'm going to be honest, and I'm at a point now in my life where I don't care what anyone says anymore. And I needed to admit it to myself since I first watched it back in December 2013. I like the Kick-Ass 2 more than the first one. You probably all like, wow, why would you say that? Now look, objectively, the first one is far better in every way, but I don't care. The second one's underrated. Honestly, the second film's funny with the jokes. The action's different to the first one, but it's fun. It's a fun film. The actors are great in it. Aaron Taylor Johnson, I think, has always been an actor that has been massively underrated, and I hope he gets the role of James Bond. He's an actor that absolutely deserves a big role like that. I've always thought he was underrated. I saw Bullet Train the other day as well. He was brilliant in that, and he was good as Kick-Ass as well. So yeah, he did a good job in that film, just like he did in the first one. Yeah, they're all good. Thought Jim Carrey was good as Stars and Stripes, the Colonel. He was good. Shame he got killed off. And I thought Chloe Moretz was good as Hit Girl as well. And Chris Tremint's Plaza was good as the Mother Beeper. Now, look, I know what you're thinking. Just say it, but I don't want to say it because it's a swear word, and well, I just don't want to say it. But yeah, the Mother Beeper. It's he's really it's funny, that film. Yeah, I honestly I enjoy it. I love that film. It's definitely it's a film where they sort of struggle with both Kick-Ass and Hit Girl at times in that film struggle with loss, and also thinking of what to do in their lives at that specific moment, and they both struggle with grieving the losses of the fathers as well. I know that was Big Daddy, killed off in the last film, but she still makes promises to him for her sort of what do you call it, a father, best adopted father now. What was it called? Marcus. She had to make promises to him for her actual dad. And yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed the film, guys. It was 10 out. Well, yeah, to me it's a 10 out of 10. I'll admit the film's not perfect, really. It's got problems. It's the first 8 minutes I've realised when I watched it, I'm like, the film does struggle to sort of, pace wise, it's a bit quick at times in that first couple of minutes. But I really like the film, and I think the second half of that film especially is so underrated. It's so good. And to be honest with you, back in the day, I really wanted a Kick-Ass 3. But the ending of the second film, watching it again now, I actually don't think it's a bad ending to the franchise. And it's been over a decade. I'm not really bothered anymore that they're not going to make a third one. And they're all too old, the three actors in that now. No offence to them, but I mean, look, they could still make it work out, but I think aren't they like a lot younger, the characters in the comic book in Kick-Ass 3 than what the actors are now in real life. I mean, look, many years have passed as well. I don't think the third one's going to happen. It is what it is. But yeah, I do like the film. It's not my favourite superhero film. I was obsessed with it back in the day, but you know, I, I prefer. It's not as good as Marvel or DC, but it's better than some of the stuff that Marvel's put out recent years. Certainly watch this over blimmin', you know, what Marvel films are really not great. I'm trying to think. I don't. Do you know what? I don't know. Um, but it is better. It's better than a few films, though. It is. I'd rather watch it. Definitely would pick it over some of the DCEU films. You know, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't want to say a specific Marvel film because I don't know. I don't I don't like every single one, but I really cannot think of which one I really dislike. I'm just being serious, but yeah. But it is better than some Marvel film. Not most for the most part, it's not better than most of them. Marvel and DC is far ahead of it, but I think Kick Ass is probably my favourite non Marvel and non DC superhero, along with Hellboy as well. Really good film. What was I going to say? You know, Chris being the villain isn't really a surprise, and if you'd watched the first Kick-Ass, you'd know that he wanted to avenge his evil father's death from the first end of the first film. And yeah, it was good. And who else? Sorry, guys. Trying to think of what else to say about it, but the film's good. It's not a masterpiece by any means. The film's got problems, but I still like it for what it is. And unfortunately, I think they're gonna go around the Hellboy route and do a reboot, and I hope they don't, because that reboot of Hellboy is not that great. Let's be honest. It's been 5 years, and you know, no offense to not Ron Perlman, David Harbour. I like him in the Stranger Things, but he's not my Hellboy. That'll always be Ron Perlman. They were better films. And I'm scared that they're gonna go the same route with Kick-Ass. If Kick-Ass isn't played by Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Hit Girl's not played by Chloe Grace Moretz, and Red Mist / the Mother F is not Mother Beeper, sorry, is not played by you know, Chris Trummins Plaza, then I don't really want to watch it. You know, and it's not just that, but if it sucks, then it's not going to bomb. And unfortunately, I think there's more likely to be a reboot than the Kick-Ass 3. But to be honest with you, I think the two films that they've done is fine. I don't think the second film's a bad ending. I don't think it needs a third one watching them again. Yeah, Kick-Ass 2 is an underrated film and I like it more than the first one. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but it's mine. It is what it is. So yeah, I recommend it, guys. If you want a good laugh and, you know, it's funny, but it's got serious tones as well. If you're someone that's watched too much MCU and DC, for example, and you want something different, give the Kick-Ass films a go. So yeah, Buzzer B Popman out. Hope you enjoyed my film review. See you in a bit.